Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have quite a few different things to go cover over here when it comes to, well, just a lot. Number one, we have a lot of Starfield devs actually being pretty disappointed based on early access leaks, and as well as a lot of information floating around. We also have a brand new Xbox hardware, kind of technically it's like a sort of kind of ish hardware, that's actually been released that is actually getting a little bit of negative media attention, where some folks are assuming they're kind of like, well, copying off a PlayStation. I don't think I necessarily think that myself, but we're going to talk about the drama nonetheless. I guess we're just like, the gaming drama channel, not overall, and a few little various things all throughout this one. Also, kind of cool Xbox Series S sale. So, all of you guys will stay tuned, relax, and join as well. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. Be hanging out on Twitch if you guys are bored down below. We have all the Amazon links and all that good stuff too. And let's go and dive into some kind of good and beefy drama. So, first and foremost, let's go over the actual hardware and a little bit of the drama first. I want to remind you guys, I don't think this is a big deal. I'll explain why I don't think this is a big deal. But obviously, when it comes to people on Twitter, the internet, Reddit, wherever it may be, there's always some folks that are going to complain about, well, no matter what. I think we can all kind of collectively agree on that one. That's why I sometimes more so like to make fun of them, or at least kind of chime in my own thoughts to see, and hopefully have a lot of you guys that watch these videos kind of agree with my takes. If you guys don't, then, I guess it sucks for me, but I do try my best to hopefully be somewhat level-headed. So if you guys missed it, number one, I think this is a cool announcement. So, Microsoft actually has a brand new announcement that came out today with hardware. I'm going to say hardware, but it's like technically more of like just accessory, but accessories can kind of still technically be hardware. Whatever, just for sake of easy words. Where Microsoft actually has a new Xbox Series X console wrap, including a brand new Starfield one and brand new camo options that are coming out very soon. The new Xbox console wraps are launching with a Starfield version this upcoming October, and well, I think it's pretty neat. So, Microsoft has created a new series of Xbox Series X console wraps that are designed to be, number one, a more affordable option instead of purchasing a separate limited edition console. And one of the first Xbox console wraps will be one for Starfield, which will be launched on October 18th, priced at only $50. So that's, I think, in my opinion, is a pretty good price point. Really can't complain. The console wraps aren't stickers like you'd find from, let's say, D-Brand. Instead, and then intriguingly enough, and they have like a cool little video I can show you guys can see over here, apparently they have more of a Velcro hook, and they loop into like a little enclosure, which is also kind of strange. And the plastic Starfield wrap includes panels that look similar to the limited edition Starfield branded Xbox controller. Key internal console components are highlighted through outlined access panels and game-inspired graphics, explains Monique Chatterjee, Senior Design Director at Xbox. So as you guys can kind of see this picture itself, this little like GIF, which is a very intriguing one nonetheless, it still is okay for vents. I know some folks may be kind of curious or like worried about if they get these covers. Is this still going to be properly like air-aligned? Is it going to be fine? Is it going to be, I don't know a better way to word it, just basically is it going to be okay? Like, is it going to be okay with airflow? Is the console going to overheat? Will it melt over time? And is it also an easy thing to even add to your console? Like, some folks were always worried about the PlayStation versions, which we'll get to that in a second, and people are curious about like if you had to remove the covers, if you can break them, if you could snap things, is all going to be okay at the end of the day? A lot of that type of stuff, which I completely kind of get. Like, if you're buying a $500 console, you want to make sure your console lasts as long as possible, especially if it's outside of warranty. But as you guys can kind of see, it does seem like all the covers are fine, all the air vents seem cool, and it seems like you could probably go and open up the box and get this and set it up on your console within around, I don't know, like 2 minutes, if even that. And I will go and say too, it looks very, very neat. I love the design and aesthetic for this. For $50, if I myself had an Xbox Series X, I would want it. Obviously, you guys know I'm a PC guy, so I care about Xbox, Game Pass, etc. But like, I would buy this. Like, this actually seems like a really cool, well, thing. Now, I kind of wish there's more, maybe like a limited edition console, or maybe it was the same exact style, like these same designs, but more so it's on the black body itself, kind of how they did with the Xbox Series X Halo Infinite consoles, if you guys remember those back in the day. So I wish they had this for Starfield. They had a long time to go do it. I feel like they could have, but at the same time, maybe this is easier to mass produce, maybe better profit margins, and as well, maybe just easier for just, well, to maybe go and sell stuff to the current existing market they have. But likely to go come out very soon. The graphics that are printed on the exterior to the Starfield wrap are tactile, with a smooth white finish elsewhere and an internal fabric that clings to the Xbox Series X. So kind of cool. So Microsoft will also sell 2 camo patterns starting November 10th, priced at $44.99 each. There's a gray option or blue mineral version, which you guys had a chance to see with these over here as well. These are like, I think the other one's cool. These are kind of like whatever, but I don't think they're too bad. And on top of that too, as well, they have had these. I do want to say, so people are going to kind of go and call this out. I've already seen people make comments on it, where PlayStation fans are like, well, we have all these really cool console covers. Let me see, trying to find them up on the website itself. But like, they have these console covers already for everything. Like, I'm sure you guys have seen these for either like the unique designs. So like right now they have the LeBron James console cover. Just look at all these, like the console, like the purple ones, red ones, etc., etc. Like there's a lot. Like they've had these around for a while. But people are kind of sitting here thinking like, oh my God, these must be like, oh wow, look at Xbox copying PlayStation. Now, I don't want to go and even bring that up too much, but people have already made comments on it. This is like, I don't think this is a thing where it really has to be a big like back and forth. Like it makes sense. Like there's been console covers, even companies like Brand have had also their own iterations for a very long time. It doesn't really make sense too much to be like, oh my God, Xbox, you're a bunch of bad people for doing this, because they've done this before. Like we've always seen these on like even back in the day 15 years ago, whether it's main party like actual like Xbox or PlayStation, or as well third party stuff to have cool designs, or even like controller covers. This has been in the gaming world for a very long time, but obviously when it comes to people unhappy in the planet, people are also comparing this and saying, I mean, maybe they're just baiting for attention, I don't know, but they're like, yeah, like people, I look at PlayStation, once again Xbox is copying PlayStation, oh my God, can Xbox ever have an original idea? And like I see this on social media, especially for some of the posts out as of today, and I just think it's just like their companies are just trying to offer special things. Like I think every company thinks this is a normal idea, and like I said, more so because a lot of third parties have done it. And don't forget, like Xbox has always been really good on customizing stuff. They've done things on the controllers. You can make your own controllers. They have their own headsets. Like look at how many other various options they already have on just controllers alone. And like, look, they have the Elite controller designs. They have green. We have black controllers. We have like those cool neons. We have the Starfield. Like they've already had this type of stuff. Like the designs are already all there. I kind of wish I would have the Starfield controller. So it does kind of make me a little bit sad seeing that folks are upset about this and people are complaining about this or saying that they're copying. I just want to hear your thoughts down below. I think just if anything, like this doesn't affect if you have a PlayStation. I don't think you guys probably care, hopefully, in my community. But like, I don't think it really affects anything on PlayStation. Like you either just now, someone who has an Xbox might have more options, or maybe you buy both and you want to have both custom designs for both. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at the end of the day. So it's kind of surprising to go and see people being so, well, I don't know, kind of mediocre on it. But either way, this is all brand new. If you guys want to check it out, I would recommend it. It looks pretty cool. I'll give that some pretty big thumbs up from me. And of course, like a lot of folks are saying, like, yeah, these all look really nice. I think so cool. Like I think they actually look very, very nice and very, very chill. Although we did see some bad Starfield news, where Starfield Leaks have apparently been making all the Bethesda devs pretty well sad. They're saying, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed, joked Matt Frary, who is the senior director of PR over at Bethesda Softworks. Now, as you guys know, a lot of the press reviews have apparently come out for Starfield. A lot of folks are like, yeah, we have a chance to play it. I'm going to be playing for the next few days. You can't really give a first impression on anything so far because it's against the NDA. So even if you say it's like good or bad, it's technically against the NDA. But it does seem like there has been a little bit of talk on the town. This kind of goes and stems back to the Starfield intro screen, which we made a video on yesterday, where it's like, hey, like there's issues, there's drama, like the game is bad because they have this, or the game is gonna be good because they have this, which is technically still breaking NDA. So the devs are probably upset because you see a company like an IGN, I'm not saying IGN, call it out, just using them as an example, but you have to see a company like an IGN, they're like, oh my God, we played Starfield, here's what we think without spoilers or NDAs, but at the same time, that number one takes away from other reviewers, maybe also takes away from the actual developers and everything else. Like people are just not happy to go and see that. So we're seeing now that a lot of these devs, like here's Matt Furry, everyone knows I don't like leaks in regards to Starfield. Media covering someone's leak, I like even less. Pretty much me. You know what I did? I will take some of the... at that point when I made that video, like, no, it's not, I don't think it's like a personal attack on me or anything else like that. But like when I made that video discussing, let's say, the intro screen, in theory, that is technically a leak. And this person might actually be like someone I myself did, maybe he'd be upset with. And you want to know what? I'd actually apologize. Like, this guy will probably never see this video, probably never saw my original video. But that's one of those things where I apologize for. Like, I feel bad. Now, it's kind of working on someone else's leak, so it's a little bit of a gray ground for it. I'm not necessarily going to be in PR for Xbox. I get like a little bit of a pass, but I still want to apologize. I feel bad for the guy. Like, that's like technically what I did. I'd rather own up to it. Made someone sad, you know? Kind of stinks. I kind of feel bad about that. But on the same side, though, I think he's more talking about like the really hardcore people being like, the game's good, the game's bad, the game's ugly. Not just a title screen, which has been floating around for a while. It's more of one of those things where it's like, I played the first 10 hours, and here's my thoughts. Here's some pictures. Here's some weapons. Here's like this and dialogue options. Because I have seen a little of that floating around already, and it's had a lot of big media attention for either on Twitter or virality or Reddit. So I think they probably mean more on that than rather say like me making a comment on the intro screen drama. But either way, I do apologize to the guy if he ever sees it. He probably never will. But yeah, there's been a lot of big things that they're saying, like here, this is probably a bigger thing where they're saying like there's gonna be like more spoiling key surprises, or we also even saw that Starfield's ending story even got leaked as well. So I think they mean more on this. And it does suck because like, let's say you go make and work and hype up this game for multiple years and you have a chance to go and see this, and well, then everyone has it, like, it just gets spoiled. Like, I feel bad. Like, I don't know. Like, it feels horrible. So I feel bad for all the devs. I'm sure they've worked really hard, but at least on the bright side, people are still saying this game has good potential, and I think I'm very excited up for Starfield nonetheless, even with all the random drama, which I don't really think it deserves, ongoing in the background. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below if you guys want to follow. I have all the Amazon links too, and I hope you guys can see my thoughts. We'll also be hanging out on Twitch. You guys are bored, so swing on by, and I love you guys all very much.